Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining today's webinar. Today, we are presenting webinar on Commit, Show Up, Succeed, organized by Applied Science and Humanities Department of Parul Polytechnic Institute, Parul University. The main agenda of this webinar is to make the change and to learn the tools which would help us to become success in life. I, Vaishali Nathwani, would like to introduce today's guest speaker, Ipek Williamson from Canada. She is a certified insight coach, a program director at Happy Work Environment, a listener, a certified Ikigai coach, and blogger. She is a culmination of life experiences as a mother, wife, sister, daughter, friend, and colleague. She is also an avid reader and a lifelong learner. Her mission is to listen to everyone who needs to be heard. She aims to create a spark in the eyes of everyone whom she comes in contact with. She also intends to help everyone and any relationship that needs healing and improvement, especially the relationship with oneself. Her journey as an insight coach took over her focus after working for more than 20 years as an executive assistant for the top managers of several companies. She believes that life is beautiful and everyone deserves to live it to the fullest. And she makes her life's work to touch the lives of as many people as possible, one beautiful soul at a time, to help them become the best version of themselves. It's a privilege to welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a wonderful introduction, Vaishali. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. And you can start with the session now. Yes.
Now I'm gonna share my screen. And just 1 second. Okay. Hello, everyone. And once again, thank you, Vaishali, for this nice introduction. You said it very well. I'm a life coach and I'm from Ontario, Canada. But more specifically, I am an insight coach. I help people to understand the innate potential that they have. I provide them with guidance in connecting with their higher self because that higher self, that inner voice, has the absolute power to find answers to all questions. On the other hand, as Vaishali said, I'm the program director at Happy Work Environment, a startup that I'm a part of, and we provide wellness and happiness programs to corporations. That's who I am and what I do in a nutshell. And today, I am very happy to be with you, all of you, celebrating International Women's Day 2021. I thank everyone at Parul Polytechnic Institute for giving me this opportunity to talk to you about how important to make commitments, small or big, to show up for them every time and accordingly creating a successful outlook for ourselves. To get more information about me, you can go to my website, ipekwilliamsoncoaching.com and to happyworkenvironment.com. Now that you have learned a little bit about me, let's get to our presentation. I said, but it seems like it's not working. Okay, let's do it this way. Yes. I have three boys, two of them 25 years old and one 23 years old. And while getting ready for this webinar, and I was in the creating mode, I asked them for their opinion on what they would like me to cover related to the main topic of commit, show up, succeed. And they gave me pretty nice ideas. And as you are around same age as my sons, I hope you will like the content of this presentation. In order to succeed in anything you do, you need to first determine what needs to be changed and make the decision to change it. Therefore, our first agenda item will be being willing to make the change. Then we will start talking about the commitment phase of the process and why it is a little intimidating. The next step will be the showing up phase. We will see how and why it's important. Then we will explore the idea of success, what is success, and how the meaning changes from person to person. And last but not least, I will share with you some tools that might help with boosting your self-confidence, removing your limiting beliefs. They might be tools that you are already aware of, but not implementing a lot. So we will go over them and remind you to make them a part of your life, as they are all helpful tools to adopt and work into your daily lives for the long run. And of course, we will end the session with your questions. I will try and answer as many questions as possible. We make many commitments every day to ourselves, to others. You commit to work on your school projects, to do household chores, to help your friends to prep for their exams, or you committed to signing up for this webinar and then committed to show up here today on time. These are daily and easier commitments, but there are other more meaningful and important ones that uh, require getting out of your comfort zone. And those are the more challenging ones. Having said that, I wanted to start with this beautiful quote by Roy Bennett. He's the author of The Light in the Heart. He says, "The comfort zone is a psychological state in which one feels familiar, safe, at ease, and secure. You never change your life until you step out of your comfort zone. Change begins at the end of your comfort zone." By this statement, he suggests that being and staying in your comfort zone make you stay stagnant. It slows your growth and feeling of fulfillment. You need to get out of your comfort zone to make meaningful change. But to get there, we first need to talk about being willing to make a change in the first place. Wanting to make a change and making the change are two different things, but willingness is the starting point. We need to be able to motivate ourselves to go for a change, go after the dreams we have been delaying for a long time. And make no mistake, when you want to find excuses to stop yourself on your tracks and not do anything, it's pretty easy to do that. So just quit making excuses and make up your mind on what you want to create, realize, build, and start working on cultivating a plan to make it happen. You have all the right to dream big. Widen your horizons and go for it. This is the first time, actually, I must say, that I'm giving a webinar to many bright students like you. And was I intimidated by the idea of getting ready for it and providing you with a great content? Of course I was. And committing to this webinar pushed me out of my comfort zone, actually. But I got excited about the idea of creating something that's not out there yet, and that I didn't doubt it myself, even for a second. I said yes right away, because that's who I am. I rise to the challenge. I have seen this as an opportunity to motivate young people and give them a few golden nuggets for them to take with them. And that was it. Decision is made, commitment confirmed. And the moment you make up your mind and say yes to something, the process of getting ready for it starts. It's like a moment of relief. Now that you made the decision, you can start planning your next steps. I want you now to think about the scariest commitment you made in your life. You were worried that it was going to be a disaster, maybe. You were scared to death, but you didn't die, right? So how did it go? You might say it went great or better than you expected or not that great. Even if it wasn't the greatest, it has been an experience. Failure or success, you have learned from it. Now, I would like you to think about that past commitment of yours. And I'm not asking you how it went, but what did you learn? What will you repeat? And what will you make sure not to repeat next time? Knowing that knowing, sorry, what you want is a great step, but on its own, it's not enough. So I must say, you have to set goals that will keep you moving down that path day by day. So make sure you make those goals attainable, but always keep pushing yourself so that you never reach a point where you feel as though you topped out. There's always more room to learn and grow. And try to avoid getting so caught up in pre-planning your future that you dismiss certain opportunities as not being part of the plan. Life is constantly changing, and there's no harm in deviating from a plan if circumstances or your personal goals begin to shift. Okay, let's say you made your commitments and you decided to commit to do something, and you have made your plan, checked it twice, and worked on it diligently. Made all the steps happen one by one. You're done, you're ready, and now it's the time to show up and do the deed. But there's the fear of going for it, fear of failure, or fear of the unknown. At that point, you need to recognize that you are capable of doing anything. Don't let your limiting beliefs and fears stop you. When you show up consistently in small ways, you create more chances that you're in the right place when opportunities appear. Showing up will drive you to find the opportunity you want. So, inventor, author, and podcaster, also an ex Facebook lead product developer, Tanner Christensen, says, even on the days you don't feel like it, showing up can make all the difference. If you show up and start the work, even though it feels so heavy to do so, what you end up making could be all you need to keep moving, to keep creating. I wanted to share his quote with you as he's from your generation and because he has found out about the importance of showing up at a young age. He's very successful at everything he does. Showing up, especially when you don't feel like it, requires strength. And I have absolutely no doubt that this generation, your generation, has all the strength it needs in its veins. All kinds of advice you get should be taken with a grain of salt because the advice you're getting is always colored by the life experiences of the other person offering it. But That's the thing about success. It's subject to the wants and desires of each individual. For some people, in terms of career, it may be about making a certain amount of money each year or having a prestigious title and a corner office. For others, it may be about finding a stable job and pursuing interests outside of work. The truth is, it really only matters what you want for yourself. Your hopes and dreams for yourself will always be your own, and no one else can figure them out for you. So take some time to really dig into what would make you feel happy and accomplished. You can ask yourself, what am I trying to achieve? Are there different routes to get there? Do I have a plan in place to make it happen? What could I be doing differently right now? Once you've found your own personal definition of success, you can start to work toward achieving it. Also, please remember that comparing yourself to others is a waste of time. One of the most liberating days of your life will be the day you start caring more about making yourself happy than you do about impressing other people. I want to give you an example. When I decided to leave my identity of being an executive assistant behind and pursuing to becoming a life coach, I made my own happiness my priority. I didn't worry about what would the reaction of others be. I have put my happiness and personal growth first and didn't compare myself or my progress with anyone else. I did just what felt good, what felt right, what felt timely. And I feel successful and fulfilled. And if I can, and I do, anyone else can do too. And when it comes to the tools that help, I always give as the first and most important tool as believe in yourself. Be yourself and believe in yourself. Express yourself unapologetically. My motto in life has always been, if one person could do this, I certainly can do too. Because why not? And because you can. So I say, love and accept yourself the way you are. And treat yourself the way you want others to treat you. Keep the positive vibes and discard the negativity. Steer clear of anything that discourages you. Maybe let go of the perfectionist in you, because if you keep at it, you will feel dissatisfied with yourself and even quit before you start in most cases. So let others have the chance to understand your valuable contribution. Unless you believe how important it is, others will not either. So take good care of yourself. If you feel confident about how you look, how you smell, how you carry yourself around, others will notice that too. And also help other people. Being generous, making a difference, big or small, in someone's day or life, lifts your spirits on how you feel about yourself. Only you are the one who's in control of your confidence level and no one else. So take responsibility and make it better, not because others think you should get to somewhere that matters in society, but because it matters to you. So I know this is India, and many of you might be already meditating regularly, most probably. I so much admire that about Indian culture, because I believe that the most important tool that you can use to help yourself is meditation. I can talk about the benefits of meditating for hours. Meditation helps to clear your mind and supports you in getting ready for a focused and productive day. So, the busier you get, the more time meditating you should spend. And with meditation's help, you can accomplish twice or even thrice more than you could without it in one day, as it reduces stress and cleanses your mind. So make sure you meditate and practice mindfulness to keep your mind and soul centered and aligned, preferably every day. I have been meditating for 4 years now and didn't miss a day. And I can seriously say that it has changed my life profoundly in an extremely positive way. Another tool I would like to share with you is visualization. I would like to ask you, do any of you have a vision board? If you don't, I would suggest you learn a lot about it, Google it, and invest an hour of your time in creating one. We human beings are visual beings, and when we keep seeing the same statements or pictures day after day, our minds internalize them. Especially for that reason, a vision board is a great tool to use, in my opinion. A vision board helps us to become very clear about what we want and what makes our goals visible and keeps them in front of our eyes, reminds us of what we want, uh, keep us in a positive mood, and allows us to create a purpose in life. It puts a perspective with tangible goals in front of us. So while creating your vision board, make sure you do not use vague expressions such as happiness, peace, health. Try to be as specific as you can. For example, if there's a workplace you want to work at, put the picture of that building on it and its logo and write down underneath a perfect job at the XYZ company. Or if you want to lose weight, let's say, then put your picture from a time when you looked amazing and write a perfectly healthy and fit body. Or if you want to get a fancy car, put the picture of the exact brand and model. So do not clutter your vision board with too many objectives. Limit it to 5 to 6 at most at one time. After one of your goals on your vision board materialize, remove that one and add another interesting goal instead. The important questions you need to answer honestly while creating your vision board are: what are your personal and professional goals? What do you want to accomplish at work and at home? Think about them and little by little put together your vision board. As whatever you focus on grows, you will see that most, if not all, your goals will flourish sooner than you expect. And believe me, so please give it a chance. Always focus on the best case scenario. Whenever you start thinking negatively, just stop and correct course back to positive. Also, while thinking about your goal or dream, try skipping to the end. Try feeling like everything you dreamed of is already manifested. You already are that person, or you already have that job. You already got that promotion and have that title. Your bank account already has the amount of money you want to have. So visualize the person you want to be. Paint a mental picture of yourself in your head and believe that you are, in fact, that person. Then think about what you can do to make that happen. Okay, one more. That's the affirmations. You might already know the definition of an affirmation. It is a short, powerful statement that's aimed at helping you to be in conscious control of your thoughts. Studies show that each of us has over 45,000 thoughts a day, and 80% of those thoughts are fairly negative, unfortunately. So, affirmations bring the subconscious thoughts to the surface and make them conscious, and therefore we become consciously aware of what we are thinking. So once we are consciously aware, we can try to adjust the conscious thoughts from being negative to powerful positive ones. Affirmations are not necessarily a guided thought process like meditation. They are personal and can be made up on the spot, actually. Most of us could do with a boost of confidence. So, affirming your beliefs in yourself is a great way to start. Affirmations could be anything you want them to be. They can take time to start the process and may not give you an instant boost, but they will certainly change your way of thinking. If we all learn to think more positively and not to let negative thoughts take over, then the world would be a really different place. Some examples of affirmations could be similar to the ones that I'll mention, but it's important to tailor the words to your own needs. Some of the examples of affirmations are: all is well in my world. I am healthy, whole, and complete. Every day, in every way, I'm becoming more and more successful. I love change and easily adjust myself to new situations. I am extremely lucky. I totally love and accept myself. All of my body systems are functioning perfectly. I am aligned with the energy of wealth and abundance. You can go on with any similar statement and repeat them throughout the day as many times as possible. When you continually repeat these affirmations with a lot of conviction and passion, they eliminate even the strongest resistance. The positive affirmations not only reprogram your thought patterns, but they also change the way you think and feel about things. This will begin showing in your external life, and you will experience tremendous changes for the better in most areas of your life. And try it. I guarantee you will see its effects, positive effects. Okay, last but not least, to make the effects of all these tools even more powerful, whenever you feel down or you have something coming up that is intimidating, like a job interview, an important presentation, a first time experience that you are not too self confident about, use the superhero pose. Get back in front of the mirror, take a high power pose. Standing tall, feet apart, chin up, and your hands on your hips with elbows bent, just like you see on the picture the Superman does. Stay in that pose for 1 to 2 minutes until you feel like that superhero. Then go and do what you need to do with the confidence of a superhero, because you are one. Stand like a superhero, feel like a superhero, act like a superhero. To give you a little bit of background about why it works, Harvard University scientists conducted a study where they divided subjects into two groups. The first group was told to do the power pose because before a mock job interview, while the second group was instructed to assume low power positions before their interview. The interviewers chose to employ the power posing group just about every time. Teams we feel, think, act like, and become winners when we adapt the body language of a winner. And the most interesting part is that the effect is not just a mind trick. There is chemical evidence of the change. So try it and see its positive effects instantly. And with that, I conclude my presentation, hoping you found it helpful and insightful. Thank you very much for listening to me. You will show up for every commitment you make, and you will see them all conclude in a successful manner, whatever that success is to you. I wish you all the happiness, wellness, and success in all aspects of your life. Now, I can take a few questions if you are up for it.
Thank you, ma'am.
You are most welcome.
There are 2 or 3 questions from our side, ma'am. Uh, how can we show up our thoughts?
How can we, sorry, what?
How can we show up our thoughts? It is commit, show up, right? So, how can we show up our thoughts?
Yes. Uh, showing up is, the definition of it is doing, being there to perform what we are need to be doing. So when we commit to do something and mentally get ready for it through our thoughts, our emotions, our actions, and the next step would be showing up for it, like being there and taking the responsibility to perform it. So showing up is the second step of accomplishing something. It's the half the work actually in accomplishing. I hope this helps.
Yes, ma'am. Can you elaborate the tool visualization? You explained
Visualization.
visualization. Yes, yes.
That's a good question. So visualization is actually just closing the eyes and imagining what we want to happen, what we want to accomplish, where we want to be, exactly as if it has happened. Like, let's give an example. For example, I wanna go on vacation to some tropical place, and I close my eyes and I visualize myself on that beach, right by the beautiful water on golden sands. Whatever you want to live or experience, you just close your eyes, imagine that, just like it's happened, just like you're there, it's happening at that moment. So visualizing is seeing things that you want to happen as if they have already happened.
Does meditation and yoga help us for all these things?
Absolutely. Meditation, actually, visualization could be applied during meditation anyway. And meditation and mindfulness calms our minds. Therefore, our thoughts get clearer. and we can focus on everything, daily tasks or long-term goals, much better, much easier, and our creativity gets much better and bigger. So meditation clears our minds and gets our minds ready to create, to grow, to learn. Therefore, it's a great tool to like quiet our minds and let the creativity and inspiration come in. That's why it's very important. It just stops the outside noise per se. Yeah.
Sometimes it does happen, ma'am, that we have visualized the thing that we dreamt about, right? But some people say this will not happen. This is not the right way. So in short, we don't have that confidence. Um, can you tell some ways to create that confidence in ourselves?
People will always say that. People will say that it won't happen. And there's always negative people around us. So we just need to not pay much attention to those voices, and we need to believe. We need to believe in ourselves. We need to uh, never give up and believe in ourselves, and don't listen to the negative voices, whoever says negative things about uh, anything you believe in, or about any positivity we come up with, because it's about a little bit vibration. When you are more positive, your vibrations are, the level of vibrations are higher, and negative people pull your vibration level down. So don't let that happen. Try keeping your vibrations high, try being positive, and believe in yourself. Be confident. You can do anything. There's no limit that people can do. So please do not limit yourselves according to what others tell you or about you.
So we should not listen to them. We should have confidence in ourselves. We want to
Yes.
see success in life.
If one person could do one thing, anybody can.
That's true. That is true. But sometimes it affects that we are in the right way, but if one or two persons which are very nearer to us tell us that no, this will not happen. So at that point of time, our confidence get means we lose our confidence, right?
Yes. But we will never give up. We will never give up. We will keep trying, and
Yeah.
believe in ourselves.
Yes, it is, that is true. We should believe in ourselves. And ma'am, you also said about comparison, right? But frankly speaking, practically it happens that we start comparing our life with others' life. And today, we all know that because of social media, it continuously comes in our mind that if we do not want to compare, then also it starts comparison. So how can
Yes.
we stay away from this?
Yes. Well, the easiest way to do that is stay like limiting our time on social media. Actually, really, like it sounds difficult, especially for young kids. It sounds difficult, but please, 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 don't believe what you see on social media. Don't believe everything you see, because when you compare yourself to other people, uh, everybody puts the best they have on social media. It's not their life 100% of the time. It's maybe 5 minutes of their time in a day. Maybe they are feeling good and they took a picture and put it there. And the rest of the day is not like that at all. You don't know. You think that they are always like that, happy and joyful and like eating and drinking and having fun. But it's not like that. So please don't compare yourselves with others. And please don't think that seeing things on the social media means that their whole life is like that. Just be aware of that while you are checking your friends' social media posts.
Yes, that is true, ma'am. That you said it right. That only 5 minutes they will be happy for that picture, and after that we don't know the real situation. Yes, but today I think since last 1 year, this is the life of youngsters. Even
Yes.
at this point of time, ma'am, we are facing very difficult after 1 year of lockdown period, and now the students are coming here. So the students are so much addicted to mobile, whether it is social media or games, anything. They are not even seeing for 5 minutes. If they will get free, quickly they will open the mobile and see on social media or start playing with their games. So it is very difficult for us also to control them.
Yes, I understand. And it's the same in everywhere in the world, especially since this pandemic started, because there is not much opportunity to socialize, to go out. So when you're home, when you have to be home, uh, that's the only entertainment, really. So I don't blame anybody, or especially young kids, uh, for being kind of addicted to their screens. But maybe, I don't know, maybe taking a little bit time away from your computers or cell phones and reading a book, or helping someone, like preparing dinner, or having a chat with your sibling. Like, please try introducing these breaks at least, to stay away from your computer, or better yet, do a little bit of workout, get out for a walk, or just for a little bit of movement, because sitting down all day in front of a screen, it's very unhealthy. And if you're not seeing the effects of it now, you will definitely will see it in the near future, and we don't want that.
It is true that in your future it will be not good for them also. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah,
But that is true. But it is quite difficult, ma'am. We do not find the right way to guide them. We tell us that advise them. Please don't use that frequently. But still, um, I hope that that comes in their mind and they will be coming out of it because their creativity is totally stopped.
yes.
I hope that,
Actually,
yeah.
say, we can only suggest, we can only guide and be an example to others. But unfortunately, sometimes the hard way, people find out what they have been doing is not good for them, uh, when they start seeing the negative results. But unfortunately, we cannot force anybody to do anything. So we can only be an example. We act the way we want them to act, and we can only suggest what we see needs to be done. But after that, it's everyone's responsibility to take good care of themselves, and we do what we can, and we try what we can.
Yeah. We are always trying for that. But yes. But still, at some point of time, we feel like that only, that because of mobile addiction, they are not visualizing anything, neither they are coming out of it. Creativity has stopped. So they will face problem in future. They are not ready to think of anything else other than that.
Yes,
So
yes, unfortunately, but soon enough they will see that life is not only the screen, right? There is more to life.
uh, wait a minute, there is having some question on social media. So
Okay.
give give us two
I would
minutes.
like to actually
Yes, yes.
ask for feedback. How
That's a good one.
watching found the presentation, if they liked it, or would there be any feedback? I would like to hear.
And nurture. And his question is, can you explain the term commit? By our
Can
conversation, he came to know about show up and success and visualization, but he wants to know about commit.
commitment.
Yeah,
So commitment is when you say yes, I'm gonna do this. I am committing to accomplish this. I'm taking this task over, and this is my job to do it to its completion. So committing is just when you're for example, someone asks you to do something, uh, let's say, would you go with me, or would you drive me to the doctor's office? When you say yes, you are committed to do that. And if you don't show up to take that person to the doctor's office, then you break your commitment. So committing is saying that, yes, I'm going to do this. Commitment to yourself is deciding something to do and going for it. But committing to do something for someone else is promising someone that you will do it. And then showing up for it is actually doing the deed, doing it. So that's that.
thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us your valuable time. I think over here all of them are clear about
Thank
commit
you.
and success, succeed in life.
Thank you. I had great time. Thank you for
Yes,
having me. It's a honor and pleasure. I'm sending all the positive vibes, all the positivity to all of you and all your students.
thank you so much, ma'am. I would like to thank the HOD of our department, Mr. Hamul Patel sir, the HR of our institute, Professor Jatin Vaidya sir, academic director, Mr. Mahesh Bhatt sir, and president of our university, Dr. Devanshu Patel sir, for motivating and supporting us continuously. Last but not the least, I would like to thank you all the participants who assembled here today for this webinar. Thank you, ma'am.
So much. Thank you, everybody. It has been a pleasure and an honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye now.
Bye. Bye, ma'am.